Early medieval India is a period from 600 to 1200 AD. The early medieval period in Indian history saw the decline of pan-Indian empires like the Guptas and the rise of powerful dynasties. These dynasties were often in conflict, yet they contributed greatly to Indian art, architecture, literature, and religion.
Major dynasties by region. Northern India consisted of many dynasties including Harsha or Pushyabhuti dynasty, Gurjara-Pratiharas, Gurjara-Pratihara dynasty, ruled from 730 to 1036 CE. Origin and formation: the dynasty originated in the Gurjara region, modern Rajasthan and Gujarat. Likely emerged after the fall of Harsha's empire. Nagapata I ruled from 730 to 760 CE. Founded the dynasty by resisting Arab invasions in western India. Initially ruled from Avanti, Ujjain. Later shifted to Kanauj, which became their imperial capital. Nagapata I defeated Arab forces of the Umayyad Caliphate from Sindh in Rajasthan, Gujarat. Rashtrakutas under Indra III even occupied Kanauj briefly in 915 CE, weakening Pratiharas. Under Mihira Bhoja, who ruled from 836 to 885 CE, the empire stretched from Gujarat to Bengal and from the Himalayas to central India. His successor Mahendrapala I maintained this large territory. Palas of Bengal, Pala dynasty, ruled from 750 to 1174 CE. Formation of the dynasty. The Pala dynasty was founded in 750 CE by Gopala. Bengal was in political chaos after the fall of the Gauda kingdom. The people elected Gopala as king, one of the few instances in Indian history where a ruler was elected by the people or nobles. The name Pala, meaning protector, was used as a suffix by all Pala kings. Famous Pala rulers. Gopala ruled from 750 to 770 CE, founder of the dynasty. Consolidated control over Bengal. Dharmapala ruled from 770 to 810 CE, most powerful Pala ruler. Extended empire into Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and parts of northern India. Fought the tripartite struggle for control of Kanauj with the Gurjara-Pratiharas and Rashtrakutas. Major patron of Buddhism and learning. Devapala ruled from 810 to 850 CE, took the empire to its greatest territorial extent, from Assam in the east to Punjab in the west. Fought and defeated Pratiharas, Rashtrakutas, and rulers of Odisha. Mahipala I ruled from 988 to 1038 CE, revived the declining empire, recovered lost territories, and ruled efficiently. Who built Vikramashila University? Vikramashila University was founded by Dharmapala. It became one of the greatest centers of Buddhist learning, alongside Nalanda, attracting scholars from Tibet, China, and other parts of Asia. It specialized in Tantric Buddhism and trained many missionary monks. Other achievements. The Palas were great patrons of Mahayana Buddhism, supporting famous monasteries like Nalanda, Vikramashila, and Somapura Mahavihara, now in Bangladesh. Their rule saw a golden age of art and sculpture, especially the Pala school of Buddhist art. Encouraged Sanskrit and Buddhist literature. Important battles. Tripartite struggle, 8th to 10th centuries CE. A prolonged three-way conflict among the Palas, Rashtrakutas, and Gurjara-Pratiharas for control of Kanauj, symbolically important city in North India. Though Dharmapala occupied Kanauj for a time, the city changed hands multiple times. Frequent wars with Rashtrakutas from the Deccan, Pratiharas from western India, Eastern Ganga dynasty in Odisha, regional conflicts in Assam and northern Bengal. Decline and fall. After Mahapala worst, the dynasty weakened due to weak successors, invasions by Kalachuras, Cholas, and Senas. Rampala, ruled from 1077 to 1130 CE, was the last notable ruler. Eventually overthrown by the Sena dynasty around 1174 CE, marking the end of Pala rule. Chahamanas or Chauhans. The Chauhan dynasty ruled the Shakambari region in the 11th century AD. Prithviraj Chauhan was the famous ruler of this dynasty. Tomar dynasty was one of the minor early medieval ruling houses of northern India. According to Bardic tradition, the dynasty was one of the 36 Rajput tribes. The history of the family spans the period between the reign of Anang Pal, who founded the city of Delhi in the 11th century AD, and the incorporation of Delhi within the Chauhan or Chamana kingdom in 1164 AD. Still, Tomar kings like Anangpala and Madanpala continued to rule as feudatories of Chauhans, presumably until the final conquest of Delhi by the Muslims in 1192 to 93 AD. Anangpal II was the founder of Dilika Puri, which eventually became Delhi. Evidence about the early history of Delhi is inscribed on the iron pillar of Masjid Quwwat-ul-Islam, adjacent to Qutub Minar. Paramars. The Parmar dynasty was an Indian dynasty that ruled Malwa and surrounding areas in west-central India between 9th and 12th century AD. The medieval Bardic literature classifies them among the Agnivanshi Rajput dynasties. Around 972 AD, the Parmar king Siyaka sacked the Rashtrakuta capital Manyaketa and established the Parmars as sovereign power. By the time the successor of Siyaka, Munja, the Malwa region in present-day Madhya Pradesh, had become the core Parmar territory with Dara now Dar as their capital. Various regional Rajput dynasties in central and north-central India. Solanki dynasty. The Solanki dynasty were also one of the Agnicula clans of the Rajputs. However, it is believed that they descended from the Badami Chalukyas. The capital of Solankis was Anhilwara, which is now Sidhpur Patan. The Solankis were patrons of the Somnath temple. The dynasty was established by one chief named Mula Raja, who reigned from 942 to 996 AD. The Mula Raja period is known as the beginning of the Gujarati culture, language, and script. The territories were known as Gurjar-Desh, Gurajar-Rashtra, and now Gujarat. Chandela dynasty ruled from 9th to 13th century CE. Origin and formation. The Chandelas were originally feudatories of the Gurjara-Pratiharas. They rose to prominence in Bundelkhand region, present-day Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. The dynasty was founded by Nanuka in the early 9th century CE, but real power began under his successors. Architecture, their greatest legacy. The Chandelas are world-famous for the Khajuraho temples, built between 950 to 1050 CE. These temples are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and are known for intricate carvings, Nagara-style architecture sculptures depicting divine, daily life, and erotic themes. Notable temples: Kandariya Mahadeva, Lakshmana Temple, Vishvanatha Temple. Yashovarman Chandela, ruled from 925 to 950 CE, defeated the Pratiharas and built the Lakshmana Temple. Vididhar Chandela repelled Mahmud of Ghazna's invasion attempts in 1019 CE.
Deccan and Central India, Rashtrakutas. Dantidurga laid the foundation of the Rashtrakuta dynasty. Dantidurga reigned from 735 AD to 756 AD. He overthrew the Chalukyas of Badami and established Rashtrakuta rule in the Deccan region. Manyaketa was capital of Rashtrakutas. Dantidurga defeated Kirtivarman II, who was last of Badami Chalukyas. Notable ruler Dhruva Dharavarsha and later Govinda III led successful northern campaigns. Under Amagavarsha I and Krishna III, Rashtrakutas expanded southward into Tamil Nadu and clashed with Cholas and Pandyas. Krishna III defeated the Cholas and eastern Chalukyas, asserting dominance in the south. Yadavas of Devagiri rose in later medieval period in present-day Maharashtra. Southern India, Imperial Cholas Vijayalaya was the founder of the Chola dynasty. It was a Tamil dynasty that ruled primarily in South India until the 13th century. It originated in the fertile valley of the Kaveri River. Kadakala Chola was the most famous among the early Chola kings, while Raja Chola, Rajendra Chola, and Kulothunga Chola I were famous emperors of the medieval Cholas. The Chola territories stretched from the islands of the Maldives in the south to as far north as the banks of the Godavari River in Andhra Pradesh. Raja Chola conquered peninsular South India, annexed parts of Sri Lanka, and occupied the islands of the Maldives. Rajendra Chola sent victorious expedition to North India that touched the river Ganga and defeated the Pala ruler of Pataliputra, Mahipala. The power of the Cholas declined around the 12th century, with the rise of the Pandyas and the Hoysala.
Who won the tripartite struggle? Gurjara-Pratiharas held Kannauj the longest and are considered the main winners of the tripartite struggle, especially under Mihira Bhoja. Thanks for watching, now you know.